Hello and welcome to the Orlando World's Sunday Showdown round of 16. This week's exciting episode takes us to the wizarding world of Harry Potter and to the Valley of Moira for a battle between Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts and Navi River Journey. Let's start as always by taking a brief look at both these attractions. Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts is the flagship attraction at Universal Studios section of the wizarding world of Harry Potter in the Diagon Alley area of the park, which opened on the 8th of July 2014 as part of the expansion to the Harry Potter franchise. It replaced the iconic Jaws boat ride. Escape from Gringotts is an indoor steel roller coaster, which uses a similar ride system to sister attraction Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, although this ride is purely track-based. It's themed to Gringotts Bank, with the opulent grand foyer and the instantly recognisable bank front with the dragon breathing fire from the roof, creating a magic and intriguing emotion before you enter the ride. The ride is a mix of track elements and large 3D motion projections, which take you on a journey through the Harry Potter universe in such a fun and unique way. It's one of the most popular experiences within Universal Studios, and is one of the best attractions within the entire resort area. In terms of anything that Universal's creative team do, Disney like to try and go one better, and vice versa, and it's no surprise that Navi River Journey is as impressive an attraction as any other. The Dark Boat Ride opened along with Pandora the World of Avatar area of Disney's Animal Kingdom, on the 27th of May 2017, taking you through the Casperpan River from the 2009 Avatar movie, showcasing just a tiny part of the infinite bioluminescent planet with a stunning range of flagrant and fauna to marvel at as you make your way through a magical journey. It's simply one of the most visually impressive attractions at any Disney resort, with the use of a giant dome screen which surrounds the entire attraction, adding a little bit of depth to the world. Ensure that each time you ride, you will see something new every time, and not forgetting one of Disney's most ambitious, most expensive individual animatronics ever built in the near 10-foot-tall shaman of songs who chants a beautiful verse throughout the ride. Now let's head into this week's series of rounds, to determine which of these two attractions will advance to the quarter-final stage, as we head straight into round 1. Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts has some of the most impressive theming for any ride. It's themed to Gringotts Bank, which is the impressive focal point of Diagon Alley with its stunning facade with the large near 60-foot-long fire-breathing dragon perched on the roof, blasting fire out at periodic moments. The lobby of the bank is so incredibly detailed, with its marble and granite walls and pillars, to the lavish lighting fixtures, and with bank teller animatronics. It's so beautifully constructed and is extensively themed for a queue section. The ride's storyline itself is based on events during the event portrayed in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2, when Harry Potter, Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger are attempting to infiltrate Gringotts Bank in order to retrieve a Horcrux as part of their mission to defeat Lord Voldemort, in what is basically an expanded part of what was going on in the events which played out in the film but from an alternative viewpoint. It's such an impressive ride, which makes some great use of its theme and storyline, and for a 3D roller coaster attraction, it's very clever in creating an environment far greater than expected. Navi River Journey is also themed incredibly well. Its ride is hidden inside the mountains of the Valley of Moira, with a stunning backdrop of all the alien-like plants and sounds as you head deeper into the forest leading to the mystical Casperpan River. The ride takes you on a peaceful journey through the caves of the mountains, and along the river as you witness the stunning scenery from the bioluminescent plants, the charming sounds of exoplanet wildlife, and the legendary near 10-foot-tall Navi shaman of songs, who demonstrates a deep connection to the life force of Pandora, and sends positive energy out into the forest through the power of her music. It's a stunning journey of colour, with dozens of interactive animatronics all around you, and up in the rainforest canopies above, and is cleverly designed to look much more in-depth and vast than it actually is, creating an incredible environment to enjoy as you drift peacefully through the kaleidoscope showcase. So in round 1, it's extremely close in terms of the score, but just edging it in terms of theming is the Harry Potter attraction, which just offers slightly more in the way of theme and storyline. Let's head now to round 2. Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts is a relatively low-capacity ride in terms of being one of Universal's star franchise attractions. This often attributes to the bottleneck riding, which is a regular sight inside the Diagon Alley area, with many eager riders keen to experience the attraction. The ride itself uses 11 trains, with each train split into 2 cars. Each train seats 24 riders, who are seated in 3 rows of 4 people, which gives a total number of 264 riders in each ride cycle. That means that the average early ride capacity of approximately 1,400 riders per hour. It's an incredibly popular attraction, but it does benefit from having a lot to keep you entertained in the queue and pre-ride areas. Navi River Journey has a decent capacity for a boat ride. Similar to other Disney boat rides, it follows a water-jet propelled track throughout the Caspian River, with 2 boats linked together with 6 riders in each boat, in 2 rows of 3, which makes it a group of 12 in each boat group. There are dozens of boats circulated around the river in each cycle, which gives the ride an average early ride capacity of 2,220 riders per hour. It's also another extremely popular attraction to visit, and demand is very high with regularly high wait times. But in round 2 it takes the point to level the score for having a far greater early capacity to the Harry Potter ride. Let's move on now to round 3. Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts is a good experience, which offers you a lot for its duration, with the added input from the pre-ride theme and interactive elements giving you a bit of entertainment while you wait to board the ride. The waiting times can be extremely long, but as a ride you can book with a virtual queue pass. It rolls around fairly quickly. The ride itself is fairly short, lasting a respectable 5 minutes in duration. But what you get within that 5 minutes is a high-impact 3D adventure, which provides a good side story for those familiar to the film franchise, and effectively takes you into part of the action leading up the point in the movie. It's a fun few minutes of ride time, which is well paced and well worth its ride time duration. Navi River Journey is a delightful and very peaceful journey through the river ride. It's very similar to other boat rides in terms of its pace and entertainment value. It's a slow but gradual build up to the crowning piece towards the end, meeting the incredible charm of songs, as the sounds and music slowly and quietly build up to the stunning end showpiece. The ride lasts for approximately 4 minutes and 40 seconds, which is long enough for a boat ride. But with the long wait times, many guests would love to see the ride being a bit longer, given it's such a stunning visual experience. But in the third round, it's a narrow victory, and going back into the lead is Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, as we move ahead to the penultimate round. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter has been one of Universal Orlando's game-changing franchises, bringing in massive increases of footfall to both parks. Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts is one of the most popular attractions at Universal Studios, with the Diagon Alley area regularly heavily congested due to the popularity of the ride. But it's not just the inside of the attraction which garners a lot of the attention. Much of the hype surrounding the attraction sits lit on top of the Gringotts Bank building itself, with a near 60-foot-long dragon, which breathes its wrath over the rooftops of Diagon Alley, with many guests looking for the ultimate backdrop for the once-in-a-lifetime photo opportunity. The attraction itself makes great use of its 3D screens and works well with the combined roller coaster elements, providing a brilliant experience which makes it one of the most highly regarded attractions within the resort. If you visit Animal Kingdom, the chances are one of the first places you will visit is the Valley of Mora in the Pandora World of Avatar area, one of the resort's most ambitious land expansions. One thing you may notice within the stunning world is the length of queue waiting to experience the ride. The queue is long, but not long enough for many of the guests who are keen to ride. Its popularity is undeniable, and is such a magical experience for everyone, with its array of colour, music and interesting features, which make it a must-not-miss experience. Its only downside is it's a fairly slow and it's more of a showcase rather than having any real story unlike Splash Mountain, but the excitement levels are off the charts because of its amazing charm. So in round 4, it's such a close call in this round, but it's no mistake that the Harry Potter attraction garners a bit more attention from park guests, which gives it the point going into the final round. The Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts attraction pulls together the best of roller coaster and 3D technology to provide an experience which is different from 3D motion simulators. The ride provides a much more realistic feel with the track movements as opposed to the rather disorienting standalone simulator rides, and from a unique perspective creating quite a good thrill. It doesn't have the fear factor of most roller coaster rides, but its excitement and enjoyment factor pushes the experience overall to the top of its thrill rating for being an enthralling ride from start to finish. The story ties in well to the films, with its real-time alternate story plot, which runs in parallel to what is happening at the same time in the film's time frame, which gives an added experience to those who have watched the movies. It's a great attraction overall and one of the best 3D experiences at Universal. Na'vi River Journey is such a highly popular attraction, which fits in perfectly with the Pandora world of Avatar landscape and story. It's certainly not a thrill ride in the sense of fear and won't give you the adrenaline rush like other attractions, but the thrill of this ride comes from the sheer delight it brings when experiencing the wonderful cascading forest of bioluminescent colour and tribal sounds and songs. What it lacks in thrills, it more than makes up for in many ways, with one of the most advanced boat ride experiences you will find at any theme park. It's a very worthy attraction for Animal Kingdom, which could admittedly be a little better with more animatronics or a little more of the elements which make Avatar Flight of Passage such an exhilarating experience. Nonetheless, this is a simply amazing showpiece, which takes pride of place within the world of Avatar at Animal Kingdom, and leaves a memorable lasting impression for everyone who experiences it. But in the 5th and final round, again the Harry Potter attraction just offers that little bit more innovation, taking the point in the final round. So looking at this week's results, surprisingly we do have a clear victor this week. So in a fairly shocking result, the highly impressive drifting boat attraction, Na'vi River Journey drops out of the competition in this round. Na'vi River Journey is definitely one of the most impressive boat rides in Florida. It not only is a wonderfully enjoyable and entertaining experience, but it's also been a critically acclaimed attraction for those with sensory needs, and has been considered one of the most accessible kinds of experiences which offers something for everyone to enjoy. The ride could be a little bit more eventful to pacify the more thrill-seeking guests, but overall it's a delightful ride, and one that you should experience when you visit the park. Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts advances to the next round. Join us next week as we head back to Pandora, the world of Avatar, and have a flashback to the past with an interesting contest between two motion simulator attractions, with Avatar Flight of Passage going head-to-head with Back to the Future. See you next week. We hope you enjoy this video. Please support us by subscribing to our channel. You can find us on social media platforms. Find us on Facebook and Twitter at Orlando Worlds, and on Instagram at the Orlando Worlds. Thanks for watching.